Live in your vehicle. Escape the rat race of the city. Get away from all that. It's much, much safer. Well, is it really? We hear people like the Desert Messiah Bob Wells and encourage people, and often older single females, when it comes to Bob, to live in their vehicles. The claim is that it's cheap, free, and free from stress, and much safer than being in a neighborhood environment. Now, admittedly, it is not like it used to be back in the good old days, but still in my neighborhood at least, we still have that sense of community and one looking out for each other. And I think it's a little bit, it's safer. It's not in the city itself, but it's still, you are surrounded by people that you know, and you can see, oh, well, that person doesn't belong here. They're not part of the neighborhood. So you can kind of watch out, and you can tell your neighbors, hey, we're going to go away for a few days. Can you keep an eye on things and stuff like that? But when you're bouncing around and you're camping next to someone new every day, yeah, is that really safer? But hey, it's the nomad life, so of course it's better. And I'm sure that everyone is aware of the countless nomad, vehicle dweller, whatever, channels singing the praises and glamorizing the lifestyle. Now, recently, more and more nomad channels are sharing their scary and horrifying RV experiences. Now, if you've followed me for a while, you know I have been saying for years that they will not be able to run and hide for long. The constant desire for monetary gain from posting their lifestyle has drawn attention. They have not just gained attention of the curious and the interested adventurer, they have alerted the criminals to their vulnerabilities. In an attempt to garner more attention, views, and money, terms like solo female traveler are hashtags, or in bold in the title, boondocking for free in secluded areas are talked about quite often. And let's face it, even setting up camp amongst others may not be the best idea. And many of these out-of-the-way places is where the rule breakers live. Now, here's a story from a popular YouTuber I'm sure you all will agree with. Since I don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you'll listen to this sweet lady that everybody just adores and takes her word as gospel, much like most of the Bob subscribers do. So let's hear what she has to say about her RV experiences.
So I'm always kind of reticent to tell people when scary things happen because, I want people to know that this is a viable way to live their life, and it's rad, and that I love it. I've done a couple of videos in the past, talking about somebody taking pot shots over my head or getting the knock on the door, but most of the time, the things that have scared me.
So, yeah, we have to take into account that, we don't like to talk about the things that go bad because, hey, our life is so much better than yours. And, you guys just have to live in your house and deal with it. Our life is much better. So I don't want to tell all the bad things that happen. And again, before it wasn't so bad, but now it's getting worse. And this goes along with the, how people actually, the RVers really are. And this is from her.
Now, this is Arizona State Trust land. You're supposed to have a permit, but nobody does. You drive through kind of a suburban area, and then once you get in there, it's like RVs and schoolies everywhere, and they don't leave. They are not just there for the 14 days. And on top of that, this is near the Peralta Road trailhead, which is really popular. So ATVers and hikers.
So there you go. That's what I said about earlier. Even though you're in amongst others and you're not out secluded by yourself, who are you camped next to in areas like these? Yeah, they're there forever. They don't leave. So that means, they don't have anything. All they literally do have is a pot to piss in and that window to throw it out of. So, what are they going to do for you?
back to his face, and he said, yeah, hi. I'm just wondering if you can help me. And he had his phone in his hand, like he was turning it like he wanted to show it to me. And he said, I reserved a campsite right here, and my GPS brought me right here, but I don't see it. Can you help me? Now, the whole time when he was turning his phone, my feeling was that he wanted me to come outside and look at his phone. Meanwhile, he's looking around behind me like he wants to see if there's anybody with me.
So she had an encounter with some folks and or a person, and so it happens. And I told everybody, I've been saying it for a while now, that it's going to happen. They're not going to stay in the cities. They're going to venture out. Now there are more examples. This video here, protect yourself. This video here is an example of van dwellers staying in a parking lot of a casino. Okay. And as you can see, there are more. There's lovely Carolyn. She has a scary story as well, but there are many, many more. And it's the list does go on, but let's address the casino thing, if you will. Just bear with me, because just think about, it's a casino. What's at a casino? We got drunk gamblers, right? Where could you get some fast, easy money? How about a place where people aren't afraid to lose money are? That's right. You're not afraid. If you're out gambling, you're not afraid to lose money. And you maybe even get lucky yourself and find someone that just hit big and won, and they're walking to their car. So why wouldn't you want to scour the casino parking lots? Not to mention the people that did lose or need more money and have that addiction, that little itch that they got to scratch, and they're running out of money. So how are they going to get some more? Maybe target your silly ass. Who knows? But yeah, casino parking lots, I don't think it's a good idea, but I'm just a foolish city dweller. What do I know? What else is a good target? How about someone that has all of their belongings, everything that they own, all with them in a nice little tiny metal package? And hell, this casino, it even had security, and they were still scared and had to pack up and leave. There are many more examples. How about, look, here we go. We have some attacked while asleep. He broke into my camper while I was inside. Here we got endless RVing. Disturbing encounter, creepy neighbor, RVing. So yeah, here we go. My creepiest van life experience. He pretended to be a cop. So yeah, all these scary stories coming up. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to get more prevalent, in my opinion. It's going to be more and more a common thing. These are desperate times, and not just for those single elderly ladies living in their vehicles. City crime is high and prosecution is low. Repeat offenders are set free to terrorize again and again. We see it all the time. Many desperate people don't want to compete with the big city thugs, right? So, hey, they're willing to travel a little bit to some remote areas and some RV-filled parking lots for some easy score where they don't have to compete with the big guys that, 36-time convicted felon and everything else. No, these guys are desperate. They need money. They need things to sell or whatever. And again, you have everything with you right there and you're hanging out in the parking lot. What could be easier? Or even better yet, some remote area where no one's around to hear your screams or cries for help. Now, the nomads will never admit this, but some of those scary creeps, they are one of their own and know how things work and what to look for. You tell me all the time when you make excuses for everybody. Remember? What's your big saying when you're defending all the RVers? Right? Not everybody's out here because they want to be. Many are out here out of necessity. They have to. So that's right. Your excuse just proves my point. Necessity sometimes breeds desperation. Desperate people do all sorts of things. That includes stealing from your damn neighbor. They don't care. They're desperate. And you are just as big a target as anybody else. you're not special. Actually, your little tin can is easier to get into than a house most of the time. And unlike you guys, I'm not here preaching that living in a house is far superior and far better and this and that and that. No, I'm telling you, it's the same. There is no difference. You're not safer because you live in a van or a car or an RV. It's not better. It's not freer. It's not cheaper. It's definitely not cheaper. Nothing's cheap. I don't care what it is. Yeah, you don't have a mortgage, but you got gas payments. You people are driving around all over the place. You got bills just like everybody else. It's not free. It's not cheap. But the big takeaway is this. If you don't learn anything else, learn this. If you are in a terrifying, scary situation, always turn that camera on and get that uploadable shot before you flee. That YouTube video is far more important than your safety. Come on, get your priorities straight. Your home may have a steering wheel, but you got to pay for that bitch somehow. So get that shot before you drive away.
BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.